What's going on, chess lovers? This is Maurice Bishop, and today I want to show y'all this game that I literally should have lost on. I literally should have lost, and I want to show all y'all Black Lion lovers and all y'all Black Lion players that, if you're going to play the Black Lion, you must be aware of this opening. So, without further ado, we're actually going to get started. All right, so I played against a very strong player. This person's name was Sandile. I guess that's how you say it, but a very strong player. He was actually stopping me from getting my 2200, and as y'all can see, I actually won on time, +6. So obviously, y'all, I'm back at 2200 again. So this will make me win a game, but this is what y'all need to be aware of. All right. So E4 is what Sandile plays. I play D6. On D4, knight B to D7. Hold on, y'all. Put this on. All right, knight B to D7. Knight C3, E5, knight F3, C6, and then the aggressive bishop C4. Now, y'all, this is what y'all really need to look out for. Um, I told y'all, when y'all play the order of the Black Lion moves, like the move order, I always tell y'all it all depends on what the position looked like. In this position, man, you can't play it in the same order as you normally would. The best move for if somebody play Bishop C4 is actually Bishop E7. And once I show this variation, I'm gonna show you why this is the best move. All right, so after Bishop E7, you may have somebody that's very aggressive and everything, and they may still try you. They may still try knight G5, hitting knight catchers on F7, right? With that being said, after knight G5, oh my bad, y'all. All right, so after Bishop E7, knight G5, uh, once knight G5 is played, you automatically go Bishop capture G5. But an attacking player is going to go Queen H5 because they want to hit Queen captures S7 with checkmate. But also they're attacking your dark square bishop as well. So a game could look like, G6 and Queen capture G5 is the best move. Queen captures G5, Queen captures G5, Bishop captures G5, and E captures D4. And after knight e2, then you have knight e5, and black is actually okay, and it's actually more than okay. He's actually really good in his position. I think so. But that's why y'all really need to study y'all end games as well. In order to play strong openings and things like that, you just can't just study openings and just think everything's going to be okay and hope for your opponent to play certain variations that you would like them to play. If you're going to play certain openings and everything, you need to study your end games. Simple as that. But after knight e5, bishop e3, and then a5. The whole point is we want to attack the light square bishop with a4, which is what we want to do. After f4, because this knight on e5 is very strong, especially in the Black Lion, which is why I literally want y'all to study y'all end games, because y'all would really understand the reason why this knight on e5 is very strong. But definitely study the end games. All right, and I'm gonna be putting some end game books in the description box as well. All right, so with knight e5, a4, and the reason why we want to play a4 because we need to get this light square bishop out the way. We need to get that, and if it takes, we'll take back. E catches D6, B catches C2, knight catches E5, and then there's Rook A4. So now we're already hitting Rook catches E4, and black is okay, you know. And even after, if he goes knight captures C2, we still got Rook captures E4, and we could play something like A6 or maybe Bishop G4 or F5, you know, and then this pawn is gonna be weak as well, which is the whole point why I was thinking about Bishop G4. But like I said, this is certain studies that y'all need to look at for y'all end games and everything. All right, y'all. So let's get back. So remember I told y'all bishop e7 was the move to play if somebody played bishop c4. So another thing is, if you decide to play queen c7, you may still have an ambitious and attacking player that may play knight g5 on you as well, still trying to get to your f7, right? And if they do that, you still have knight a6, and then if they try to hit you with queen h5, then all you have to do is go knight b6. After knight b6, bishop b3, you still have e captures d4. You just won that pawn. After knight c to e2, you have c5, which is very good for black because we gain space in the center, and also we're threatening c5 to c4, trapping this light square bishop. So it almost looked like white is having a strong attack and aggressive attack, but now, black just did the tables turn and everything. So something like, if he plays a4, we got c4, and if he plays a5, then we're just gonna automatically take that light square bishop because that light square bishop is his strongest piece. That's what we want to do. And if he does take your knight, obviously we're not gonna take back with the pawn because of the rook captures on a8. So you got to be mindful of that. So that's why we'll take back with queen captures b6. We don't have to worry about any checkmates because this knight on a6 is defending this square. And after c captures b3, you have bishop g4, which will be a blunder. The best move in this position would be knight f3 to prevent this. But if he decides to take that pawn on b3, we have bishop g4, and if he goes queen h4, then we have bishop captures e2, and then of course the king will be in the center of the board because he's going to have to take that piece. So and black is good, and then this b3 pawn is about to fall as well. So that's what I'm showing on this. Like, this stuff that I need to not just look at openings, but really play it through or whatever. And you start seeing stuff that a lot of players not seeing. That's how you play sharp, even in tournaments and everything. You want to play everything through. So, but yeah, once you do that, once the king catches that piece on e2, King's on the center of the board. We still have a chance to castle. You know what I mean? So we could castle queen side, we could castle king side. Either way, black has an advantage in this position. All right, y'all. So now that I showed y'all that, right? So now we're going to get back to the move that I actually played after bishop c4. Um, with bishop c4, I played h6, right? My opponent takes D catches E5. I take D catches E5, and then he hits me with some craziness, man. He hit me with Bishop catches F7. And I know Ginger GM, always tell y'all, hey, you gotta be aware of Bishop catches F7, but he never really explains to you in depth exactly like what can actually happen and things like that. He doesn't give it to you in depth, so I'm actually gonna give it to you in depth or whatever. This was the whole reason why I say instead of h6, bishop e7 would be the best move to play. Bishop e7, but I played h6, and after h6, white should actually win this game. So what I did is I took, and then knight captures e5 check. Notice that if knight captures e5, I could just show y'all. If knight captures e5, I lose my queen, and white is going to win this game easily. So obviously, y'all, I didn't take his knight. I decided to move my king to f6, which is the best move, and my opponent goes queen f3 check. Now, this wasn't the best move. The best move actually was queen d4. Queen d4 was the best move. The reason being is I really have no choice but to go queen e8. And then if he takes on knight captures d7, I go king g6, trying to, you know, find a hiding spot. And then after knight captures f8, queen captures f8, white pretty much wins his pawn back. I mean, wins his piece back and everything. But after f4, I have knight f6. Really, black has to fight for his life, and this is not a position that you want. After white castles kingside, queen d8, all you can really do is try to change the queens because the attack is very strong. Notice that the rook has the f file, and once you start pushing those pawns down, it could get very, very dangerous, or maybe f5 chances. in which he actually still can play f5 check. King h7, queen f2, rook f8, queen f4, and after b5, bishop e3, and now this rook is going to come in the game. This is not a position you want for black. You know, in effect that I believe you're down 2 pawns. White has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. So you only have 5 pawns. So you're down 2 pawns. And if white plays this right, you know, white is going to win this game, at least even in the end game. You know, so black really can only try to draw in this position unless white blunders. But if you're playing somebody strong or whatever, it's gonna be hard to try to draw a position like this. All right. So look at this, y'all. So after knight captures e5, I go king f6. My opponent goes queen f3. I go king captures on e5, and my opponent hits me with bishop f4 check. Again, um, I know he's probably hating himself right now because he literally should have won this game. The best move would have. I thought. I literally thought, and I saw this move myself. I saw Queen F5, and I really thought he was going to do this move, but he didn't do it. So after Queen F5 check, King D6, he could have played Bishop F4 check, you know, and then after King E7, White castles Queen side, and then if I go Queen E8, trying to unpin myself because of his Rook D file, then Bishop D6 would be playing. My bad, y'all. Bishop D6 would be playing. King D8. Bishop captures F8, and he pretty much win a piece or whatever. But again, I'm still up a piece. The only thing is he has a big advantage as far as getting my king exposed and everything, things like that. But if black defends very well, you know, black can, you know, somehow get out of it. But after bishop captures f8, knight e7, you know, trying to cover yourself as much as possible and also trying to develop as much as possible. But after bishop captures e7, queen captures e7 and e5, um, king c7, um, king c7 could actually be played because even after e6, knight f6, queen f4, and this is where it gets crazy, y'all. After queen f4 check, and if you really defend right, king b6. After king b6, knight a4 check, king a5, rook h to e5. I mean rook h to e1, and then after knight d5, queen d4, and I just feel like white is gonna win this game. It's just it don't matter. It really don't matter, y'all. White is just gonna win this game, and this king is too exposed. He has the rooks that could come in and do some checkmates. You know, it's just oh man, y'all. I would hate to be black right now. Uh, but yeah, white can do a lot of attacks on black, but if black defends, but he can't do it. But in this position, as y'all can see, this is not going to happen like that. Black is going to get mated sooner or later. All right. So after King E6, this is where I go. Queen G4 check is what he played. I played King E7. My opponent castled queen side, and I go knight G/F6. You know, hitting the queen. The best move for him probably would have been Queen E2. But my opponent did Queen G6. And instead of going Queen E8, because Queen E8 was the best move to try to exchange the queen on, but instead I went Queen A5. And my opponent, he played um hold on, y'all. After Queen A5, my opponent played Rook HE1. But instead of Rook HE1, he could have just went E5, which I did see this move. I was kind of surprised he didn't play that one. It's funny how when you're losing a position, you see all the best moves that white can do, which is crazy. So after E5, this is a move that if he played e5, a move that could be played knight d5, e6. As you see, the pass pawn on e6 is very strong. Knight f6, knight captures d5, e captures on d5. Obviously not knight captures d5 because of this queen f7. It really well. It actually does matter. You really want to block this on D file because of the rook. And if anything, you want to block all F files and D files. So that's why you take with the point. Um, Queen F7 check, King D8, Rook catches D5 check, Knight catches D5 check. Not Knight catches D5 check, just Knight catches D5. He takes that to try to win. This is somebody that's being real aggressive, but this is like all the best moves. After Knight catches D5, Bishop E7, right? Queen F5. If Queen F5 is played, as you can see, uh, it just looks like, Black is going to lose his queen regardless, right? So the best move to play this is really Rook F8. So after Rook F8, Rook catches D5, Queen catches D5, Queen catches D5, and then King E8, right? So look at this, y'all. So as you see, we only have 4 pawns, right? And our pawn has 6 pawns. So we're down 2 pawns, but we have 2 rooks and 2 minor pieces. So if we can develop these rooks out or whatever, we can actually Black will actually have some type of an advantage to actually win a game. But believe it or not, in a position like this, White is not going to win this game. All White can do is keep checking you, and that's all he can do is just keep checking you in this game. As I kept looking at this, this is all White can do because the thing is, once Black gets this E6 pawn, then his thought of attacks and everything and trying to put Black in pressure will all be gone. It will all vanquish, and Black will have a chance to actually win this game. All right. So let's go back. My opponent didn't play E5. He played Rook H E1. I decided to go King D8. E5 is played. I go Knight E8, in which the best move probably would have been Knight D5. I just felt like I was just gonna lose. E6 is played. I go Bishop E7. Obviously, I can't move my knight because of the rook. E catches D7. Bishop catches D7. My opponent goes Rook catches D7, and I think this was wrong because the best move was actually Rook catches D7. After King catches D7 check, then Queen E6 check. And obviously, as y'all see, I can't go King C7 because of the bishop on F4. I can't go here because the queen is guarding the square. The only move I have is King D8. After King D8, Queen catches E7 check. And then after King C8, Rook D1. And there's literally nothing I can do to stop this checkmate from happening. And then if this queen move, and everything. It's just gonna be bad, y'all. Even the engine, when I did the engine was saying the best move would be Queen D5, and it's like it just really doesn't even matter because after Knight catches D5, um, like I said, White is gonna win this game. Simple as that. Black is gonna get checkmated. All right. But my opponent did Rook catches E7. I go King catches D7, Queen E4 check, King D8, and then Queen D4. And then after Queen F5, um, which I just figured, I'm defending this on D7 bishop because he's trying to checkmate me, so that's why I came here. He goes on G4. The whole point is I really didn't want to go. Well, actually, technically, I could have took it, but I didn't. I just went Queen E6. I wasn't. And just to let y'all know, on move 18, actually move 20, we was really under time pressure. We probably had like 3 seconds left on the clock at that time. And I believe it was almost, I think I had a little bit more time. I was at 3 seconds. I think he was at like 2 seconds or whatever. But we was like moving extra fast. But after I moved Queen E6, I think he thought for like maybe probably maybe 1 second, maybe. He goes rookie one. Obviously, y'all, I did miss because I was pre-moving. I didn't think he was gonna go rookie one, but I went Queen F7, and then I wound up winning the game off of time, and that's how I got my 2200 back and everything. So I definitely wanted to show, even though this is obviously y'all, this is not my best game at all, as y'all can see. You know, He really should have won this game. I should have got slaughtered, but I was lucky in this game and I managed to win off of time. But just going back, y'all, I just want y'all to really look at this for all y'all Black Lion players, man. Just remember, man, E5, C6, if Bishop C4. If you see this move, man, just know Bishop E7 is the move that you need to play. It is way better than playing H6 because you're gonna run into D catches E5, as y'all can see, if you play H6, and then that bishop catches F7. So I need y'all to really pay attention to that and everything. All right. So I hope y'all found this very informative, man. I hope you actually learned a lot from this opening. So if somebody played this on you, you'll know exactly what to do in a position like this. So don't be like me, like really trying to fight for my life and you want to play like that. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please like, please share, please comment. Let me know what y'all think of this video, and also y'all don't forget to subscribe, and I will be posting the game below in the description box, as well as end game books that y'all need to look at, in order for y'all to get better. All right, y'all. Peace.